What's going on, Wacky Cat? Today I'm going to be talking about the Woojer Vest 3. Now this is not a review video. This is just me shooting the breeze, briefly talking about the vest because I did do a review a year or two ago, an in-depth review showing the comparisons. But this is just about me just talking briefly how I've experienced this vest so far for the last 3 or 2 years. A lot of you commented on previous videos asking me about the vest, different questions. So here we are today, and I'm gonna just be, just randomly talking about the vest. So for those of you that don't know what this vest is, it's a Woojer Vest 3. So basically, whatever you're watching, if you're watching television, if you're playing a video game, if you're listening to music on your phone or your speaker or whatever, or your VR headset, it has Bluetooth, it links up, you put headphones on, and you hear the bass with these two woofers right here. And there's how many on the back? I can two on the back. Or three. It's another. I don't know if that's just the battery pack. I think there's three though, or 2 or 3 on the back. So as the bass and different sounds are in the movie you're watching, you can hear it and feel it. So how I feel about the vest is it's a great item. It's a real cool concept. It does immerse you with whatever you're watching. But at the same time, I feel that it is a novelty item. I put this vest in the same category as a VR headset, where I thought VR technology would take off like a rocket, would have took off like a rocket. People still buying VR headsets. You got the Meta Quest, you got the VR, PlayStation VR too. But at the same time, it's not really a household item. These types of items are like, people are real skeptical about them. They be like, this kind of cool, but am I going to it's not like a console video game or television. Like, I must have it. Like, people are not that excited. The concept is cool, but people are really not driven to these items like traditional televisions, computers. So I lump this in with a VR headset, where it's a novelty. So the first thing I think with that though is that a lot of people just want to try it out to experience it first, and then decide if they want to buy it or not. Because you can think in your head what this item does and how will it feel, but until you really buy it and try it out, whatever you want to play on a video game and test it out, then you're really not going to know. Same with the VR headset. Like, you can put the goggles on and in your mind, you can think how it's going to be, but until you buy it, you really don't know. So this is in the same category. It still has a lot of skepticism about it. And by saying that, there are going to be, in my opinion, some people that like this item, some people that love this item, some people that don't really care for this item, and some people that is going to be like, wait a minute, I thought this was going to do this. I thought it was going to do that. It's not doing exactly what I wanted to do or what I thought it to do. So you're going to have that. And in which category you fall in between, I guess you're either going to find out by buying it or not find out, or maybe having a buddy, or maybe they doing some tests around wherever you live. I don't know. They really don't. In my opinion, they should be promoting this more, far as maybe go to your local Best Buy, and then, just having samples, having people in the store try it out to see if they like it. That's just my opinion. Now, I have reviewed this item with videos, cuts, different cuts, comparison. This is not this video. Like I said, it's just me talking. And I was happened to be, Woojer reached out to me when I made one of my reviews a year or two ago, and they asked me could they use one of my videos, a clip from it, and put it in one of their Woojer commercials. And I said, yeah. So I'm in one of the Woojer Vest commercials, the Woojer Vest 3. And I was very excited about the vest. I'm still excited about the vest, but back then I was like super excited. I wore it, I tested it out. I was just, happy to and raving about it. But as we hear today, do I wear the vest every day? I don't wear the vest every day. I wear it occasionally. Same with my VR headset, occasionally, because most of the time when we look at these leisure things like a TV, if we want to watch a movie, most of us are creatures of habit. We just like to just watch the TV, nothing on our heads, nothing on our wearing vest, nothing, maybe a sound bar, surround sound, but that's about it. We don't want to put stuff on, put helmets on, and put goggles on. We just want to keep it simple. Some people do, but most people don't. Now, this is good for gaming if you want to play games and stuff, but not every video game this is going to do well in, if you ask me. Now, VR headsets, this is a must for VR, if you ask me. If you want to get immersed, these two go together like spaghetti and meatballs, like peanut butter and jelly. So if you're into VR, you definitely should pick one of these up. Now, music, to me, and this is my opinion, you can walk around the house with this vest on with the music blasting, different music, and it's cool at first, but after a while, to me, it becomes like, well, I just want to relax. But now heavy rock, metal music, some rap music, this, you just want to have fun, you want to work out and just hear the bass. Yeah, I would say is a good item. But some of us, like myself, I like to relax listening to music, that's not really, unless I'm, my club days are over. I'm not in the club anymore. But I say, like, if I was in the club, yeah, but my club days are over. So I'm not really jamming and booming. I just want to chill, relax, do stuff around the house, do stuff in the yard, listening to music like that. I don't really want to thump, hear any boom and shaking going on. Now this is perfect with scary movies. Scary movies, jump scares is awesome. But okay, I'm gonna go back to the video game side of things with this. Okay, your consoles, your PlayStation 5s, your Xbox, your PCs. The one thing that I think should be mentioned and is not mentioned a lot when people talk about this vest, and even Woojer really should be mentioning it, is that different video games have different volumes of music, different volumes of sound effects. A lot of these video games today, Exhibition 33, X Edition, whatever it's called, I've been playing a little bit of it. The music is beautiful. That game is absolutely awesome. But the music is extremely loud to me. So if you're wearing this vest with that music playing, the sound effects are going to get drowned out by the music. To me, the purpose of this is just, if you're playing a video game, is to hear the sound effects, or not to hear the sound effects and the music. So now the bass of the music and the sound effects are all jumbling this up. I think Woojer should tell people about, and other people should tell people about, that make videos about the Woojer, about how important it is to go into the settings of the video game, at the volume and of the music. Now, by the way, Woojer does have its own settings right here for the vest of how much bass you want to feel, which is awesome, excellent. But the video game itself, you have to turn the music down. You don't got to turn it all the way down, but you have to turn the music down somewhat. And all the video games I played, I had to literally turn them down because I had Starfield I was playing with this. It's only certain video games you can really play with, like action video games, like basketball. NBA, WWE 2K25, I really don't put this on because there's so much noise is going on. So with that is saying all that, the music got to be turned down and turned here and low. So I've seen a lot of different comments on my 2 videos of my review saying they don't like it, they like it. Do you still use it? I still use it occasionally. I don't use it every day. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna keep it real. It's because most of the time I do want to relax. Music, I don't really use it. Video games, I use it every now and then, certain video games, but you got to turn the volume down. So, I mean, this is a new, unique item. It's been out for a few years now, and I just think they may need to get testers out there, like testing at different, and they probably do, but like more of a bigger scale of testing the vest, showing different aspects of headsets with the vest. It's almost like this item was so used to just playing the video game just with earphones on that you forget to put the vest on. Like one time I was playing a game and I was playing it with the headset on, and then after I finished, I saw my Woojer Vest just laying there on the couch, and I'm like, oh snap, I forgot to put the Woojer Vest on. It's like that. It's like it doesn't register in your mind because this item is such a new concept. It doesn't register in your mind to, okay, yeah, that will enhance it. You forget. It's not a habit, like when you want to have a cookout, you gotta, or you want to grill, you gotta get the hot dogs. It's kind of like grilling without hot dogs. It's like, well, that goes together. Those two go together. When I grill, I get hot dogs. But see, that's what the Woojer Vest to me is so new. It's kind of like when you grilling, watching the TV, playing the video game. It's not like a hot dog. It's not like it's not, so you kind of like forget about it. And then if you constantly forget to put it on, it becomes a habit. And then it's just sitting there in the closet. Because you forgot to put the vest on, you don't know where it's at, you lost it, because you don't necessarily need the vest to enjoy your TV, enjoy music. It has to be, you have to kind of go out your way a little bit to force it, because it does enhance it. No doubt about it, this vest enhances what you want to watch, what you want to play. But at the same time, it's like it's a little middle area of where do I need to? Well, I keep forgetting to put it on, and then this other side. Well, do I want to have this on? Because it's not heavy. It's not a heavy vest, but you do know it's on. You do know it's, you are aware that it's on, and like then your brain be like, do I really want to have that on while I'm watching the news, or watching the MLB, or watching playoff basketball, NBA? Do I really need to have this on? And it's kind of like, it got to be a habit, because you will forget. I mean, I'm not gonna say you will forget, but I've forgotten several times to put it on. Like, oh man, it did enhance that, but I don't feel like putting it on because I just want to lay back. Because with this vest, you kind of need to sit up and give your undivided attention to whatever you're doing. Well, as far as music, you can kind of walk around, but if you're watching a movie, you kind of got to sit up straight, kind of, put the Woojer Vest on. I'm going to watch this movie, fully immerse myself. I tell you one thing, it will keep you paying attention, because, these days we're constantly distracted with phones, iPads. But one thing is for certain, if you're watching a scary movie with this vest on, you're going to pay attention to every detail. It's going to force you to, because you got shaking, you got vibrating jump scares. And hard as video games too, but like I said, that volume, turning the music down. But some video games you don't have to, but these days video games, and some people can, the other coin, flip of the coin, some people may want to hear the bass while they're playing the video game of the music. But I'm just saying, like, I don't really like hearing sound effects, bass of music all at one time. I think it confuses the vest. But of course you can turn it down with the volume with the headset. I believe there's some things I still don't know. I think the instructions could be better as far as coming out of the box. Some of it explains quite a few things you can do, but some things I've kind of left and confused about. I mean, some things you think, self-explanatory, like it came with a dongle. I'm not exactly sure how to operate that. I think this new technology should be more explained better, should be demonstrated more, not just by, guys like me or YouTubers that's talking about it. I believe that the company should actually, just do a pro presentation of what the vests do and give like options on the websites of what movies is this, like this movie is good for this vest, that movie is good for this vest, or do a video game thing like, look, here's a list of great video games to play with this vest, or great music to listen to this vest. I think they can do awesome things. They're doing awesome things there, because at first they was just Woojer's, their products was just, you had to go on the website to order it. Now they're in Best Buy, but I believe they can go further if they just market a little bit better. And because I was thankful to be in that commercial. That was great, and I meant everything I said. I love this vest for the first person shooters, but I just think we just the volume thing here and there is the customization to explain to people of different combinations of audio options you have with TV, with the vest, could be illustrated more. Sometimes, as YouTubers don't know everything about, even everything, so. But anyway, the vest is great. I still like the vest. Wear it every now and then. And that's mostly because I forget. And that's because mostly these days I'm so busy, I be falling asleep on everything. If I try to watch something, I'll watch it and fall asleep. And with the vest, I'd be like, okay, this vest gotta go. The TV's gonna watch me, so I gotta take the vest off. But that's just me being getting old. I'm turning into an old man. I'm an old man. So you whippersnappers, y'all can keep the vest on, do anything. But when you're getting old, man, you just like, all right, I can't lean like I want to. Well, anyway, that's it for this video. Do I recommend the Woojer Vest? Yes, I recommend the Woojer Vest. But you just gotta have an honest talk with yourself. Like, are you gonna fully immerse yourself? Do you want to have a fully undivided attention? And sometimes it's a trial and error. You got to test it out for yourself. But then sometimes when you buy it, you're like, oh, well, buyer's remorse. I didn't have buyer's remorse personally, but I have heard in my comment section, some people say they did. I'm taking it back. Or it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. But then I hear a lot of people saying they love it. So it's kind of like, it's not a one size fit all. It's not a universal must-have item for right now. I just think the concept is still new and fresh. That I think this could be huge technology in the next 5 years. Because of different trends, I just think it will probably be in the next, something real big. Like, you got to have a Woojer Vest, probably be selling out like crazy. But right now it's kind of like touch and go. People don't like, oh, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to put the vest on. But I think it's part of, the new technology we're getting into. We're getting the OLED TVs. We're getting new consoles, better graphics. We even got this thing where you can, I don't forget what it's called, where you can smell different scents while you're playing the video game. Like, when something happens, the scent will go off in the machine, little box, whatever this thing is. Not by Woojer, it's some other company. And it'll shoot out and it'll smell like smoke if you threw a grenade in the video game. So that's cool. These new concepts of gaming are really cool. Technology like this need to continue to grow for gamers. This is mostly for gamers, but you can do it for anything. TVs, movies, TV shows, movies. So, I applaud Woojer for making this vest. I'm liking the vest. Wear it every now and then. I'm busy anyway, so I really don't have time like I used to. to put the vest on. I don't even have time to play video games like I used to, man. It was just busy. But yeah, so try it out, see how you like it. When it first came out, I was wearing it every minute, but now as I gotten more stuff to do in life, it's not just the vest, it's everything. These two one-up cabinets right here, I don't really play. I don't have time. My kids play them though. My kids, they love this stuff. So I'm gonna I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna have to hand stuff to my kids. So pretty soon my daughter will be wearing this, and she loves new technology and stuff. So new technology, keep up the good work, Woojer. Keep the technology coming. Maybe the Woojer Vest 4, if they're making that. I don't know if they're making that. Can be better, learn from their mistakes. More details of what different aspects of this technology can do. And hey, man, you're going through, the new technology age. So anyway, that's it for this video. I'm Wacky Cat. More videos to come about different things in gaming, different things in WWE, there's videos. I've been slacking on videos lately, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. But anyway, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'm out.